Hello, everybody, and welcome to the table. We are here to play the first Tables Ed Dungeons and Dragons of the new year.
Oh yeah.
It's been far too many weeks since we played this game. So even though Andre kind of recapped a little bit before we started, let's kind of jump back in and start where the action is. For that, I believe you all were in Ankrabus, the capital of Shurgar, this walled stone city. You were having a little food and a little bit of drink, right?
Drink.
And then you overheard a conversation that wasn't important at all. Just ignore everything that was said. It's just, we're here to just run through dungeons and
Dull.
kill dragons or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you slept for the night? Yeah, do we want to jump to the next morning?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you got a room. You got a full rest.
You just
right?
went to bed?
That was the plan?
Is that what I'm being told?
Wasn't that the plan?
I mean, unless you want to do something else.
No, you couldn't. You had too much to drink. And you slept. And the beds were not all that comfy, but they were fine. And the next morning, you all come down and you're sitting at the table and you're eating breakfast.
All right, hangover roll.
Oh.
It's a 9.
All right. If he does it, I'll do it.
Oh, why?
Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul.
A tip for all the GMs out there, don't even ask for rolls. They'll just do it. They'll just do it.
Well, now I feel like I have to do it, too.
Yeah, please, you definitely
do. You had like one sip.
Yeah.
Well,
your DC is like 3.
Every one of you, if you don't have at least one of your feet firmly planted on the ground, the room starts to spin. You order some greasy eggs with some cheesy runny grits. And it tastes pretty good, and it might come back up
anytime now.
But all of you, yeah, that's right. Actually, what happened at the end of last episode, now I remember, Karuth, the large orc that had been impressed by Mina's sandwich eating ability, came over. And I think this is a great segue from the last section, because I don't know that you motherfuckers remember what happened after that. I think it was rowdy. I think with a 9, an 8, and a 7 Constitution saves, you literally do not remember what happened, and the GM reserves the right to throw in fun facts about what happened the previous evening.
Let's go.
So I'll give myself. I'm gonna hold this dime, and it's gonna remind me to add something about what happened last evening, sometime this session.
Nice.
Are our wallets a bit lighter as well, Matt, or what did we do?
I had 0 to begin with, so it's on you guys.
Oh shit.
I think
13.
Karuth would have been willing to pick up his fair share, but not like, be your benefactor or anything. I think 3 gold would have got you through the rowdy ass evening that you had.
All right.
Including beds.
You want to split that, Mike?
Will do.
Yeah,
but
you guys go. Yeah. Good team.
Yeah, you're in the tavern section of this little inn. Not little inn, the bigger of the inns in Ankrabus. Other people are there. Some of them giggle at you and your inability to hold whatever you did last night, but otherwise leave you alone.
Oof. I didn't know orc partied that way.
Oh, I'd suspected.
Right.
Mina?
I'm not feeling great either. It's deeply unsettling.
Oh, you get used to it.
There's you get a kick out of it at some point. Like you did it successfully. That's what it means.
Okay, well, we should probably get going home, so, I mean, do you guys want to go back to the run today?
Well, eventually, right? But Eaveslaw's right on the way. we should probably go see Obsession and tell her about the moss.
Okay.
Right?
Ugh,
One feet after the
walking.
other, guys.
more walking.
Yeah.
Or skipping. We could also skip.
Nope.
You can
Still
skip
not
even in
convinced
this.
about that.
Wait.
Okay. You are leaving Shurigar. I think this is your first trek into this orcish-controlled little section of Parsa.
Yeah.
It's a fairly new section, too, compared to how everything else went. You know, some years ago, orcs, a group of orcs came to the city looking to not raid, but settle down. You know, this is the same time period that, why can't I think of it? I'm so bad with names, even when they're made up names that we come up with. Certain of Grummish, came to the city. He did not settle here. He went to the Run and made a home for himself, but most of them settled here, of this particular group, settled in Shurigar. And built it up very quickly. Orcs are very, very industrious that way. So as you leave, again, looking at all of these stone houses, this walled city might be, you know, a city within a city is probably too much for this. It's not huge, but it is a bustling little town. Walled in, again, from all the invaders that aren't invading the city of Parsa.
As we're heading out, Matt, what kind of like commerce is taking place here? Do we get a feel for like what do the orcs occupy their time with? Do they have like skilled professions or laboring, or what are they up to?
Yeah, there seems to be a decent amount of tradesmen here. Roll a history check for me as you're looking around, and I'll answer that. And
Nice.
yeah, 21. Beautiful, Vogue. Orcs, very much like the historic humans back in the day before Parsa was settled a couple thousand years ago, are kind of like roving bands. They're nomadic, right? So people in each of these nomadic groups are going to have all of those kind of trade skills that are necessary to make things. And that just continued here. So you see people mostly out, right? Like weaving, doing textile work. You see only one smithy with like a full forge there, and he seems to be making horseshoes for some of the beasts of burden that are doing labors out in the fields. That seems to be where a lot of the metal needs are in Shurigar. Actually, looking around with the 21, you can see they probably try to make as much as they can themselves. And with a 21 in history, you would know it's actually due to a trust issue, like trusting the quality of what other people make. Like you have to be able to make it yourself and make it well and make it sturdy when you're a nomadic people.
Awesome.
But as you...
Could I interact with one thing you just said there?
Yeah, certainly.
Mina, you're never going to believe this, but as we were leaving the tavern, I was just thinking, all this walking we're doing, and horses always have shoes on. And I was thinking about it, and now look at this blacksmith here, knocking away. Do you know anything about horseshoes on the farm?
Why would we need horseshoes, Poke?
Well, I mean, the horses wear them, and I got hooves too, but maybe it'd be easier to walk on them.
I think they damage the horse's hooves when they nailed them. I don't think that sounds painful, Vogue.
What? It hurts the horse?
Does this hurt the horse?
It's something you want to do to yourself necessarily. I mean, how else do you think they attach them? I mean, it's metal.
Well, yeah, but I can't feel my hooves. It's like nails.
I don't know. Is it really that big? Do you really? Are you in pain now? It just seems like an extreme.
Mina,
step.
I'm always in some sort of pain. Why? I mean, if it's okay.
I mean, if you said it's like nail, like if I were to plant a screw down your nail, I think it would hurt.
Well, yeah, but the dead part of your nail wouldn't.
So are your feet dead? Is what you're
Well, they're not all dead, but like the outside bit, this part, and he'll like awkwardly balance on one foot. And like,
right.
I love the idea. Let's put a pin in it for now. And then maybe we can revisit it later on some point.
yeah, maybe we could get shiny silver ones. Then they look
No,
sharp.
gold would suit you much better, but
Mm.
Are your shoes designed to like be able to just walk without any help?
Well, yeah. Only time I wear footwear is when I gotta be quiet. Otherwise, they clip clop.
I think you're perfect just the way you are, Poke. I don't think you need any other enhancements to your walking ability.
Well, thank you.
So, are you both okay with going to see Obsession then today?
Yeah, I mean, we gotta visit her.
maybe you should
About
have
the moss,
some
maybe.
herbs for like hangovers, you know?
Herbs for hangovers, herbs for cooking, rewards for Aaron's run.
I would be cautious to adjust anything that Obsession gives you. She doesn't seem like the most trustworthy source to
Didn't
me.
you bind yourself to her?
Do we know about how much do we understand that?
Didn't
Don't
you?
remember.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot if that was in character or not. No, we
Well-
did talk about the pact in character.
I did that because of her abilities and her power. I don't necessarily trust her yet.
So, like, as we're walking out of town, through this bond that you formulated, do you like feel where she is right now?
No, not right now, I don't. But
Hmm.
I can interact with her over distance if I need to in certain ways.
Could you tell her something?
No, our bond is too new for that.
Hmm.
You know, doing business with someone you don't trust is an interesting idea.
This wasn't business as much as it was me making amends for what happened.
You felt like you owed her.
To do what I did inside of her home, she might have considered it desecration, and that had to be made right.
It's a scary word.
I don't fully understand what Obsession can do, or from where she gets her abilities, but I do know she has some. I saw her perform some kind of minor ritual or a rite when this thing attacked Bria.
Aye.
But I just want to tell you to be careful. I don't know how much we can reliably trust her word.
That's fair. And by the sound of it, we shouldn't go in there guns blazing or bows blazing, demanding rewards. Right?
I think we just see what she says. Let
Okay.
me bring the moss back, yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you do the talking, Mina. Right?
Likewise.
Okay. Sounds good. I hope I will have the right words to talk to her.
I'm sure you will.
As you leave this walled section of Ankrabus, which direction do you head in to get to the Eaveslaw and where Obsession is?
It's like due north, ain't it? Do we know that? Well,
I
us
think-
looking at the map.
Again, this lovely map that I came up with that's just random circles, MS paint style, I think is as much understanding as you guys have of the general layout of Parsa, right? Because these are sections, like you haven't gone from this area to this area before. So, yeah, you're heading due north?
Yeah, I feel like we wouldn't really stick near the forest because we've had enough of that anyway.
I mean, would we know how far Obsession's place was to the forest? Like how close to the forest that was? How far we walked to get there?
Pretty close. but the
then
forest goes along the edge of quite a bit of the Eaveslaw.
Right, but I'm saying if we know it was close to the forest, we could kind of be near the forest edge as we travel. That way, we know we'd hit it eventually, kind of thing.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think north, like along the forest edge, try to at some point hit where obsession is. Sorry, was that settlement? Did that settlement have a name? Did we have a name for that settlement?
Viscountess's place.
Because like it was its own like longhouse and everything. But I don't know if it had a name.
Yeah, it does. No, no, I did not have one for it. Sure, it makes sense that it would have one, though, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know what would consider. I don't consider a jarldom or like what kind of thing.
Maybe it's just called Rodala's Hold or some shit.
Yeah, no, because I mean, it would definitely have a name. These places in the Eaveslaw have actually been there a really long time. Unlike the orcs, these Eastmen have settled a long time ago. But let me do. Let's see. I got a bunch of unused names hanging around from a Viking campaign that we're not playing anymore. Let's take a look at what I got from that. Yeah, you're going there. You're going there. Just say that.
Yeah, I think for now, I just I think that's what I would do is I would try to follow along the forest edge, not necessarily right at the forest edge, but at a distance where we could see it.
Sure. You walk through the rest of Shuragar, which seems to be again mostly either independent farms or small farming communities. From what you see, there's no other like walled town the way that the place you left. As you head northward for probably the better part of another hour, you find that that town you were in probably sits right in the center of Shuragar. You eventually come to land that looks similar to what you've seen before. You see other independent farms, land that is a lot hillier. You see a people that go from green-skinned and tusked to pale-skinned humans, living off or living on their land, working it. Another beautiful day. You know, I'm so used to saying what the day looks like. You guys are in Parsa. It's another beautiful day with cloud in the sky and just so gorgeous. My gosh, look at this place. My gosh. And you go into the Eaveslaw, a part of the Eaveslaw that you have not been in. It's not like, oh yeah, this is right next to where we were going. But you kind of start heading northward, trying to keep the forest in your sight over to the east. And although it seems to be at the point where you hit ooh, actually, is anyone trained in nature?
No.
Nope.
I am. I do have nature, yeah.
Can you give me a nature check, then?
12?
12. Okay, even with a 12, looking at the way, once you hit the Eaveslaw, that the forest kind of like curves out and takes a really quick westward kind of distance to it, you think that probably over time, right? Not like it's happening now, but that seems fairly unnatural. Like maybe at some point the Eastmen, you know, either didn't let the forest encroach on their land or maybe cut it into it a little bit to be able to expand their land, something like that. Although certainly looking...
Construction is lumber, right?
Yes. Yeah, although it's not like you see a lumber yard or anything right now. It seems to be like the history of how forests shape. but there's a pretty hard tree line. And you find yourselves continuing north, but with the forest veering off further and further west. You realize you might be much further east, maybe towards the center of the Eaveslaw than you had anticipated. And as you're walking and you're cresting up one of these small hills, you look out ahead and you see quite a tall hill. These things that, we might not think too much about, but people that live in rather flat Parsa go, wow, that looks pretty high. And you see there another town. Not Radala's stead, but another town entirely walled in, whereas Radala, their longhouse is walled, but not the surrounding town. This whole thing seems to be walled in, and at least 5 times the size.
Seems we got lost along the way.
Place a good bit bigger. Maybe it's Duke Olin's place.
Right, the guy you embarrassed yourself in front of, right?
Now listen here. He loved the dish. That's what matters. That's what he'll remember.
That is right. That's right.
Do you all want to check in there?
Well, Arledge is here from last we heard, isn't he?
If this is Duke Olin's place.
Yes, he would be if it is. What do you think? Do you think it's okay to go in there?
Well, I mean, to take a stroll, sure. I don't know if we got business with the Duke.
To answer your question, Mina, if they start shooting, it means no. But until then, we are fine.
Shooting? What?
Okay, maybe we can ask for directions to how to get to.
Oh, good idea. Maybe there's a quicker way.
Okay,
all right.
I'll race you.
Yeah,
I'll just go shooting off.
I let her take the lead. She's
Yeah.
got it.
At this point, a bit later in the morning, your stomach's starting to feel like each step isn't gonna make you blow chunks. Do a lot of drinking from your water skins on the walk up. You enter this pretty large. I'd use the word bustling, only because I can't think of a better one. Town, very, very busy. People coming in and out. You have to step around an ox cart as you enter into this town. You see the longhouse of this town off in the distance, although you don't see it until you're in it itself. The walls block it, taking up this pretty big kind of flattened plateau on top of this hill, although it probably isn't natural. It probably is made that way. You see that the streets themselves are paved with stone. They're not the dirt streets that you are very used to walking on unless you're in the central city. And yeah, this seems, again, strange to think that you are in the city of Parsa, but this itself appears to be a city all on its own.
You see now, if I'd had those horseshoes on my hooves, I'd be making a beautiful tingling noise as I walk on these rocks. Instead, we've got coat cloth.
If it really bothers you that much, I'm sure they can chew you here.
We'll see.
Alright, do you guys want to try to find somewhere to get food, or do you want to find somewhere to shop, or what do you think?
I am hungry, although I still don't have any gold on me.
Oh, we'll feed you for another meal or two. But pretty soon you're going to have to start providing for you.
Yeah, well, I need to get back home to do that.
Maybe we can find someone to tell us how to get to Redalia's, at least.
Sounds good. And if there's a market on the way, we can see what they've got.
So I guess we'll just continue to look for somewhere to stop in to ask for directions.
Sure. Yeah, you see plenty of places. There are several taverns that you pass by. as you're looking. There's plenty of people to ask. You do notice as you're walking a stone church, what it appears to be. Kind of a single story building, well made, fairly large, with like a big steeple at the top.
Is there any iconography that would kind of let us know what that is in?
You make a perception check, a religion check.
Didn't Arluch say he was studying at a church or something?
12.
A 12. It doesn't take much here. You see iconography of flames, of swords upon the church. This is most certainly a temple to Shakti.
I get my names mixed up. I was like, Saya, and then he said Shakti, and I was like, fuck.
Do you think this might be where Arledge went to train?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Wasn't he saying some priest of Shakti? Is that what Shakti's stuff looks like?
I think so, yes. This is probably it.
Well, it's up to you.
No, I don't think so.
Why?
I don't know. Going in there, that just feels like a mistake to me, especially with what I'm holding.
I do know about holding. Is there anyone like in the churchyard if I look over the fence or whatever?
It's actually open right to the street. Yeah, the building's... You can make a perception check.
Peering inside with a fucking 6.
We keep rolling shit, huh?
A 6. You kind of look inside. It's pretty dark in there. It seems to be lit by candlelight, and it's kind of hard to see. Like, you see people moving around, but it's hard to see from the street what's really happening.
So much fire on their banners, you'd think it'd be better lit inside.
I just don't really understand what... I mean, Mina, you've seemed to show discomfort at the mention of... what's the guy at Didi's name? Shakti.
Shakti.
Shakti. A couple of times now, and I still don't see how what we've been up to interacts with this.
Well, what I know about Shakti is that he is the fiery sword. It's called the Destroyer of Scourge. And I don't want to be identified as something that needs to be, or I don't want to be identified as Scourge, I suppose.
But why would you be seen as such?
Well, because sometimes those who worship the gods are not accepting of other belief systems.
Plus, she's been hanging around with us, and we've been called worse.
Fair points.
I don't know, guys. What I am is not something that I want to broadcast to really anyone, but especially those who might... I mean, I don't want to lead anyone back to obsession if she doesn't wish it, and that would be very irresponsible of me.
Of course, Mina.
Well, alright. Then you'll just be 2 ships passing in the night.
I might seek Arledge out, but I don't know if now's the time.
That's fine.
We can respect that.
Do you all want to stop in somewhere?
Again, I'd like food.
We'll pay for you, don't worry.
You find this pretty small tavern over the way. It's actually, calling it a tavern at all seems pretty generous. It's like outside. Like there's a covering, but it's more like picnic tables on dirt. But it is like also full, right? Like there's enough to sit, but like there's people there, they're hanging out, and they're in around it is almost more like a pen, like a simple almost like a tree, like a rounded piece of tree held on just by post, like separate it from the street. And when you walk in, you are invited by this like very happy to see you, looking very big man with a bright red, really unkempt beard, like wiry all over. Like you can't see his mouth. He's doing that thing that beards do that was like covering it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You know, Eve, when your beard's all
Yeah. No, I keep
Yeah.
it shaven for a reason, obviously.
yeah, because it gets unruly.
Yeah.
And he says, welcome, friends. Come, sit, have a drink. And he actually hands you a pitcher full of ale.
Now that's
Oh.
how you solve a hangover.
Don't mind if we do.
Glasses are over there. If you need another pitcher, come on up. And he holds out his hand.
So he's at the bar?
Nope, he is there at the entrance.
Oh.
Service is servicing.
How much will that be?
Whatever you can spare.
Would I have an idea of how much would be appropriate to pay for this?
Usually a couple silver is good for a...
All right, I'll hand over 3 silver then.
Mina's buying.
Thank you, little miss. Again, if you need more, come and see me. And he immediately turns to the next people. Oh, good friends. Yes, come on over. And he like someone is running him pitchers, and he greets everyone that comes in like here's a pitcher of ale immediately.
Beautiful.
Which puts most people here in a very good mood. It seems to be a very friendly atmosphere.
I wish every place would welcome us like that.
Yeah.
All right, I can go grab the glasses if you guys want to find us somewhere to sit.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Don't get lost now.
Yeah, you go over and you squeeze in. You find a few seats of people that are leaving and like scoop in as they're leaving, and you have a few seats on a long table where other people are sitting. Although no one's sitting super close to you. Everyone's kind of like
What's
silent.
what's the clientele looking like?
Yeah, remember it is the middle of the day. So you got some Viking day drinkers over here. It's pretty mixed. You see some, I guess the closest thing to soldiers that the Eastmen have, kind of like what love is, where they're certainly not in like, I don't know, medieval regalia or anything, but definitely warriors, I guess. And then there are like laborers. There is one man in like these red robes, like no armor, just these red robes with a sword at his side, who seems to be, if you would guess, a priest to Shakti. And he's drinking and laughing with a group of these like soldier types.
All right.
Stay away from this red fella, eh?
Yeah, Mina won't want business with him. Remember the last time we sat in an inn with a couple of Viking-looking people? What happened?
I sure do. But, I'm not broke yet.
Your girl is.
Well, I don't know. Looking at all these soldier types, I don't really feel like getting my ass kicked today.
Fine.
Plus, maybe
Okay, guys.
obsession will...
Here are the glasses, and I'll just hand each
Nice.
one of you a glass. Yeah.
I'll pour. Plus, maybe obsession will grease our palm.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the coin type, but
No, but she might have better.
better won't buy me a meal, but
Oh, we can go get some eels for you.
right.
Rhea, did you give all your gold to your boss?
Yeah. I didn't have spare, so it's
Okay.
I'll make some more. I just need to get back home and get back to work, that's all.
Don't jobs usually pay you?
You'd think that. I did.
They pay you because you work, right? And when I work, I get money. It's just that my boss doesn't take it all away from me usually.
Except for just when he just did, though.
Yeah,
Take all of it.
but again, usually he does not do that. He'll take a portion of it, but I get to keep some.
Okay. Well, maybe we can find another way to make money then. That will be a little more stable.
for example, better than trying to pick from the good people of the Eaveslaw, what if we go and get even with that fella that screwed you on the dagger in the first place?
I like the way you think.
I feel like he owes us at least 50, well, he owes you at least 50 gold, and me and Mina at least a dozen each for the trouble.
And I could just put it on my boss.
How do you mean?
I mean, my boss sent me, and now I have to play the big muscle lady and hit you in the face until you give me money.
Sorry, the guy who was on the ceiling?
No!
That guy?
Not
Oh,
that
okay.
No, he looked like an old man and he was bald. Don't worry about it. Way less intimidating.
Okay. I thought you meant the one who gave us the message for Ria's boss. That's what I was confused about.
No, not that guy. This was... Did we... Maybe this was kind of before we met, really.
What?
But it was the whole reason for this 50 gold debt in the first place.
My boss sent me to pick up a dagger from this guy, and then he told me he didn't have the dagger and instead gave me this flower bag, which most likely contained, and I leaned in and whispered, drugs. And so my boss was pissed because there was no dagger in his bag, even though I felt like drugs would have been a good supplement, but no. So that's how the 50 that was created.
It sounds like they set you up, Ria.
My boss wouldn't do that, no.
Yeah, what benefit would he have for that?
Well, he just got 50 gold from Ria.
Yeah, but he could have gotten that anyway, just by letting her work. This was
But
something...
he convinced her that she owed him 50 gold, then she paid him 50 gold, so now he's up, 50 gold from what he would have been otherwise.
No, I would have definitely gave him gold either way. It was just
But
that now it felt more pressing matters, you know?
Right, but that was based on nothing. Just the fact that he told you that you owed him 50 gold.
Well, like
know
I
how
said,
much
his
that-
word. What do you mean nothing?
like I said, jobs usually pay you because you did what they asked you to do, and that day I did not do what I was asked to do. So.
But what you asked to do wasn't a reasonable thing to ask someone to do in that situation. I'm just saying that there was no chance of you doing that job successfully because they were lying to you, Ria.
Well, I'm not syndicated, so.
But anyway, that guy has got something coming to him, is what I'm saying.
He does, I agree. Maybe we should pay him a visit. Plus, Center of Stone is always entertaining to go to, so.
What do we have here? Some tourists. And so walking towards you, it seems to be just walking in. In fact, she has a pitcher of beer in her hand as she's walking up to you. It is not love. No. Sorry.
Break my heart.
Sorry. She very much works for someone else that is somewhere else. But this one is much slimmer than Love is. Love is pretty broad.
And
She's
I like a good woman, you know?
yeah,
Like a thick
she's
girl.
more slim as she's looking at you. Eyes kind of narrowed, holding the pitcher of ale that she was given on the way in here, with a few gentlemen behind her, like looking like, oh, because like she has the beer and they don't have the beer, and they're like holding empty glasses. Like, what is she doing? She should be over here with the drinks. But this woman is standing, looking at you.
I think Rhea immediately like leans back, looking relaxed. Well, hello there, darling.
What brings all of you to Alborg?
Apparently a good drink. What about you? Wanna join?
And her eyes kind of narrow, and she gets a little closer and like puts her foot up on the table and like
Getting comfortable there. Alright.
a lot of you says, you should have your drink and then piss off.
Sorry.
Says who?
What?
It's catching. What's happening is like slowly catching the eye of other people around. She says, "Look, we don't want trouble from your people.
Oh, I see.
Right. I think there's a bit of a misunderstanding here. We're just here for some good ale, and then we'll be on our merry way, really.
There's no misunderstanding. These are our lands. By right, by the law. And one of the other guys comes up and is like, Ray, if you're gonna talk to them, I could take that picture off your hands. And she kind of like looks at him like, you fucking dick. Hands the pitcher, and then grabs yours and fills her glass with your pitcher, and just like downs the whole thing in front of you, and just stays standing there.
Okay, we'll leave. We'll leave.
No, I don't think we will.
Could you tell us how to
yet.
get to Redalia's Holdfast?
What was that little one? If you want to be heard, you have to speak up.
Sorry, we were just looking to get back to Redalia's Holdfast.
It's east and the north from here.
Okay. Thank you. We'll be on our way. And I'll get up. Come on, guys. Let's go.
But I'm gonna finish this drink, and I'll pour again.
So am I, and I'm gonna pour another drink.
I think I'm just standing there awkwardly fidgeting,
Yeah.
trying to, like...
It's okay, Mina. This happens from time to time.
We paid for our pitcher, and so we're gonna finish our pitcher. It's all good.
Yes, we will.
We don't want any trouble, ma'am.
And we're not causing any. We're sitting here quietly drinking.
Being good clients, which
Bothering
is good
nobody.
for your business, for your lands.
Your law has no rights here.
What it was? You might cut out for the last word.
I'm sorry. Let me make sure my microphone is plugged in efficiently before I repeat that. Your law has no right here in the Eaveslaw.
What?
Sorry, in the
What
East
law?
law, she wouldn't have said.
What law?
Your law, your Mahanaten.
Okay.
I don't answer to the Mahanaten. Matter of fact, I can't even pronounce his name, so...
You can do whatever you want.
Right.
This is not your city.
What's the like guy at the front of the tavern that welcomed us into it?
Oh, continuing to welcome other people in.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, not trying to notice this. Actually, roll a perception. Give me a perception check.
Ooh.
Trying to take a look.
11.
He notices this and then turns around.
Like he turned his back to us?
Yes.
Okay.
He turns
And,
his back to what's happening.
Can I at least know who the fuck is kicking me out of the inn, or...
Well, Duke Olin would not like it if I used his name to exclude people from Albor.
Oh, yeah, especially seeing as how I've served your Duke a meal back at Radala's Holdfast. And he seemed to like it fine.
Your people serve nothing but meals of shit.
You know what? I've thought about enough, and I'm gonna throw my ale in her face and get up.
As you do that, other people back the fuck off. Roll for initiative.
Fuck!
Yeah.
All right, give me a.
How?
We're all rolling for initiative,
I mean-
not just Vogue?
I was just asking for Vogue. I mean, if Rio.
If Vogue, if people start swinging at Vogue, Rhea is getting involved. Oh, all
Holy
right.
shit.
So she's gonna go first, and she is going to attempt. Let me just get to. Thing. She's gonna attempt to punch you in the mouth.
Right in the
Okay.
noggin.
Is she wearing gauntlets or barehanded?
She is barehanded. And
How do improvised weapons work again? Out of simple curiosity.
does a 14 hit your AC?
It just hits.
Yeah, you take 4 points of damage as she just like punches you in the face, kind of like knocks you off the bench, and everyone else kind of gets up and backs off. Rhea, what do you do?
How do improvised weapons work again?
You if you're using it melee, you use your strength stat, and if you're throwing it, you use your dex stat, but you do not get a bonus.
I throw my chair at her.
It's a long bench. There's no
Ah,
chairs.
fuck!
Yeah. Sorry.
Dang it!
Sorry. I'm trying to.
What about her? The two guys
Oh,
that were
here
standing
we go.
behind her. What are they doing? Did they back away as well?
They are watching. Like Vogue threw the drink in her face, and they went. They kind of did one of these. They made a face like, ooh no.
I think for now I'm gonna take the dodge action, and I'm kind of gonna position myself in between the people that backed away and these two, because
Sure.
if it's gonna be a bar fight, we're gonna do it fair and square.
Okay. Vogue, what do you do?
Right, we're leaving. And in Ray's head, she hears, "You absolute fucking cunt! How could you possibly hit me over that? Kicking me out when I've paid for a beer." Nobody else hears anything.
I think you just see Rhea like turning around and like furrow her brows to Vogue.
on.
Do you just leave?
I'm getting up.
Yeah.
trying to-
She lets you. She like
she hears like 30 seconds of nonstop swearing in her mind in Vogue's voice.
And like I clearly see your mouth not moving, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, she listens and she just kind of watches you go. And as you like get to the entrance,
I just step over the fence. I'm not going to the entrance.
oh, okay. Yeah, as you're walking away, the guy at the fence looks around and says, "Come back now. Have a good day." And if you look behind, anyone that does look behind would just see her grab the rest of your pitcher and start drinking right from it, as like other people around just start to like laugh and clap and kind of just go back to what they were doing.
So no reaction to the telepathy?
No. Yeah, as we're walking away, I think like Rhea kind of.
She's staring at you. It kind of seemed to give her pause for a second, but she doesn't say anything about it.
Rhea, that was to Ray, the Thane.
Oh,
not
I understand. I understood Rhea. Oh.
Sorry, I might have mispronounced the name.
Folk, I understand that was not great, but we really can't give them a reason to do anything to us.
What do you mean? Why didn't you throw a punch back? You started this and you're not gonna finish it?
You think I could take a warrior in fisticuffs? I'm not much of a fighter
come
that
on.
way.
Did you see how thin she was? You're like fucking quadruple her weight, if not more.
That'll just give them what they want. They think that we're troublemakers. They think that we're no good and not good to have around. Bad for business.
Yeah, well, if we're gonna get punished for that either way, why not fucking prove it?
Rhea, bad things can happen to us if we start fights in places that we don't have any friends in.
And I don't want the Duke to hear about this either. I'm causing trouble in his taverns.
Whatever. that
Rather,
bitch
he
was
has a good memory of me.
entitled. Who was that anyway?
Well, we have a name, we have an idea what she looks like and where she lives, so let's add her to the list.
Oh goodness, Miss Mina, and running down the street and like realizing that he's running and like starting to walk and like looking a little embarrassed by how excited he got. You see Arledge, who is dressed actually more closely to what that priest was dressed like, right? These red robes with this like big like monk sash holding it together, but with a sword by his side. And as he kind of like quick steps over to where you are, Miss Mina, it is good to see you. Miss Riowin and Mr. Vokwai, it is wonderful to see you all. What brings you here?
Hi, Arledge. We were just passing through back to your mom's place to meet up with Obsession. Actually,
Oh, you need healing? Are you
Um,
hurt?
no, not right now. We were just helping her out with something, and then we're just gonna go back and let her know what happened.
Sure. No, sorry. I'm being nosy. My
No, it's
mother
okay.
tells me I can be nosy sometimes.
How's your training going?
Good, good. It has been one of the most challenging months of my life, but it has been going well.
That's great. Is there anything that we could, if we're going back there, is there anything we could bring back for you, or any word you want to send?
Oh, well, I don't have anything particular. You could tell everyone that I miss them, and my mother most of all.
Okay.
Not that I miss them. That makes me sound like I'm just pining. No, but that I am thinking of them, and I am thinking good thoughts.
You're keeping them in your thoughts.
Yes, yes. In my good, keeping them in my good
And prayers.
and my prayers. Yes, yes. In my sorry, I'm talking loudly. In my prayers.
Fiery swords and
Yes, I have not yet learned how to make my sword catch fire. I hear that is a thing that some warriors can do. I swing it. Sometimes sparks come off when it hits another sword.
making progress
Ooh.
there, Arlich.
Well, I had been trained by Love and some of the other warriors as a child. This is intensive.
What are they teaching you? Swordplay or religion?
Sword play. They teach me. They teach me about the gods, about history, about I suppose our version of the politics. Not like you would learn at university, but a bit different.
How about that healing you had been practicing?
This is a skill that some people are blessed with. I am blessed with that. I have not been practicing that so much, but it hasn't been so long. A lot of physical conditioning. They made me sleep on a bed of nails. I actually think that might have not been part of the training. I think that was like a hazing ritual, but I did it.
Oh. Tough skin.
Yeah, I've been not really. I've been sleeping on my stomach ever since. It's a lot.
Well,
Usually sleep on your stomach. It's really...
well, I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it and it's going well, and you feel like you feel happy here.
I'm learning a lot. Yes.
That's great.
How have things been with you? How is your sow or cow? I don't remember. One of them was ailing.
Oh, not Muga. Oh, yes, yeah. Thank you for asking. She's fine. The piglets are good. And yeah, we were just gonna head back. I'm sorry we don't have time to stay, but we were at a bar and they told us we should leave. So that's what I think we're gonna do.
Someone told you should leave? I can't.
I
That sounds very rude of them. Should I go and speak to them?
No, it's okay, Arledge. I don't want you to get involved.
won't do you any good. But watch out for that one they call Ray. Skinny one. The
Oh,
posse.
he's gonna. Let me roll for Arledge really quick. Yeah. Oh, Ray, she's not the kindest, but she is well regarded around here.
Does she serve New Golan?
Yes, Ray serves Duke Oland the way that Love serves my mother. Would be the best analogy I could make. We've done a lot of analogies too. I don't really understand the purpose of them, but they ask me.
Have they been talking about anything that happened that night? Arledge, did you know? Have you heard any word?
I do not see the Duke very often. Really, I'm mostly studying the other tables. I don't have much time for feasting or any of that. I haven't really seen him actually since I've come here. I mean, I've seen him, not spoken to him.
But you're eating okay, right? They're feeding you?
I mean, it's shitty food. It's pretty shitty, what they feed me. Again, I think that's mostly a hazing thing. I'm hoping that ends soon. Something like 5 weeks of gruel is a bit too much gruel for me.
Well, when I get back home, I'll make a basket for you. From the farm. Milk, eggs, bread, and I'll bring it to you.
Well, I certainly appreciate that. I did not... It feels like it's been a long time, but I again did not think I'd see you so soon coming here. It is truly a privilege to see all of you.
Mutual. It's mutual.
You're like always together. What good friends you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, like you said, adventuring party.
Right, yes. Adventuring.
We are
Perhaps-
told back to your home is north and east. Would that be correct?
From here? Yes, pretty far east, a bit north.
All right.
There's not really any roads. It's within. Let me do a little math. It's within like a couple hours or so. It's not super far. Nothing in the Eaveslaw is that far apart, really. If we think of it that way sometimes.
We should save up
Well-
our horses.
Yeah, I don't want to keep you. I'm sorry. I've just been rambling. Sometimes I don't want to speak too much to the other people that are here because they suck so bad. But it's nice to be able to say hello.
You could say that again.
Yeah.
I'll just walk up to him and just give him a kiss on the cheek and say, I will come back to visit, I promise.
Oh. Thank you. I will. Here, I can give you this. And he pulls out a flat, shiny rock from his pocket. I found this, and but you should keep it, Miss Mina.
Oh, this would be great for skipping on the lake.
To throw it in a lake. I mean, if you don't.
Oh,
want
no, I mean, I guess. Oh, no, I'll keep it. Thank you, Arlich.
It seems strange. It was very shiny.
It's beautiful. I love it.
All right. Well, I'm sure I have something both instructional and debasing that I must be getting back to. I will see all of you again soon. Again, so wonderful to see you, and tell my mother that she is in my positive thoughts.
And I'll tell her that you're doing wonderful in your training. And that she should be so proud of you.
You should tell her that.
I will.
All right, Arlich.
Thank you all. And then he's like walks away, and then stops and turns around. And may the fires of Shakti warm you.
Right.
Okay.
Bye. Wow. Someone has a crush.
A little
I don't
kiss on
have-
the cheek.
Crush on him.
No, he has a crush on you is what I'm trying to get out of here.
Oh. He's nice, right? You guys like him?
I think he's a
you,
good
yeah.
lad. What does that mean
Well,
for you?
well, first of all, not my type, right?
Well, not mine either.
And second of all, personality-wise, I'm pretty sure Mina and I don't look for the same things. For her, I think he's great.
This is a nice rock, I think, that he gave me.
It's a weird
Roll a
one.
nature check.
Ooh.
It's a nice rock.
It's a nice fucking rock.
I think it might
What
be.
color
I
is it?
think this might be gold or silver.
Maybe
Oh,
we could
it's
sell it for a bunch.
It is not gold or silver. It's kind of kind of like white. It's like kind of translucent, almost. It's pretty flat. It's like a weird shape, I guess. It's pretty round and flat. It actually probably would be really.
Can you see the sun through it? Is it like translucent? Maybe it's a gem.
Is that quartz?
I don't know.
Could I just tie like a string around it, Matt, and make it like just tie a loop around just to have it holding by something, and I'll just.
I actually had string in my God-given inventory from D&D, so.
Oh wow! Can I use some of your string, folk?
Here you go.
Thank you. And I'll just make a little. And I'll just make a little necklace of it. And just.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for the string, Wizards of the Coast.
Yes, thank you for the string. Okay, well, I guess that our directions, we got directions, so we can head back now.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything you guys want to do before we leave. Do you want to do anything else here before we leave?
No, we're not welcome
No, this
here,
place sucks
so-
and they hate us.
Yeah, I don't think that's everyone, though. Maybe it's just a few people are like that.
They all just stood by and let it happen, though. That's how it goes.
Let's just leave. It's all good.
Okay. So we'll head north, and we'll head a little bit north, but mostly going east.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. You leave this large town in the Eaveslaw. You head off eastward again towards the Forgotten Forest, but bearing a bit northward as you go. And I think we'll take a quick break. Pick it up right there in about fiver.
Alrighty.
I think somebody would like me to feed them while I'm on break.
Oh,
Probably this cat that won't leave me alone.
hungry.
And stay tuned. Check out the art while we're breaking, everybody.
Pretty. See you in 5.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Here we go. I'm going back. I don't know why I used this this background music one time while we were in the Eaveslaw, and it just became like Bad Boy West Eaveslaw. Like
Yeah.
Viking cowboys. I'm all over it.
Yeah.
You continue on, and Arledge, ever true to his word, told you correctly. It takes only about 2 hours or so to get to this other town out to the east, where you had been before. Sorry, I'm pulling up the notes for that section while I'm talking. You see, again, this small town that looks so very quaint. So very, and I don't know why this is what comes to your mind when you look at it. Because again, I think you see these walled, fortified towns, and you wonder, like, why even bother here? The only thing inside of Parsa is Parsa, and everything outside is wasteland. But seeing this town as compared to where you just came from, it looks so very vulnerable. People out the bottom of the hill outside of this walled city. The longhouse there, but were an attack to come, you'd have to get to that longhouse. Anyone left outside would be, again, just vulnerable. Definitely something that the ancient Eastman fortifiers of this place were thinking about. And you people wave kindly to you. You are fairly familiar face. You know, some people notice you. Farrell, the young child, kind of sees you, kind of gives you from the distance, and then keeps chasing the chickens that are that have escaped, and he's trying to wrangle. I don't know why chicken chasing, guys. D&D 5e to me is about chicken chasing.
That's all it is. Or mechanic. Oh, you know what Mina, you were asking if we needed anything in the previous town, but when we were up on that cliff with the waterfall, I, if you recall, chucked my hammer into God knows where, so I'm down a hammer. So if anybody sees a tool stall or something like that, or a blacksmith, we should
I'm sure we can find a hammer here.
What was that, Rhea?
Do you really need a hammer?
Well, you expect me to knock the pythons in with my hooves?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, how fortunate was it that you finally had an occasion to use your pythons last time?
Listen, they're not that heavy. It's my backyard. What do you care?
Alright. I'm trying to make it easy on you, but whatever.
Plus, maybe I'll use it to break old Ray's knuckles next time I see her.
Alright. That sounds interesting.
Look, I know that you're just kidding, but that could be very dangerous.
What, breaking knuckles?
Yes.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Yes. Yes. I mean, she works right for the Duke, and I don't know much about their politics, but I think Duke is pretty much like, I think that's up there as far as the title you can have that makes you mean that you're like really strong.
I'm just blowing off steam, Mina.
I do worry about you though sometimes. I feel like you're unpredictable, Luke.
Now you're on my case too? I get kicked out of a bar where I've paid for beer, now you're giving me shit.
I don't mean to give you shit. I'm just saying that sometimes it's hard to know how you're going to react in a certain situation.
Bless your soul.
I'll try to give you a heads up before I do something then. How's that?
Okay, that sounds good. That would be great, actually.
You know she's gonna take you up on that. You know that, right? Like, you're gonna have to announce everything you do and think now.
Vogue just heads up towards the longhouse. A long-suffering sigh.
You head up to the walled section of this town where the longhouse is, knowing that Obsession's tent is there, right off to the left of it, around the corner, unseen until you get around that way. Again, you're allowed to just enter, walk in here. There's certainly no guards stopping anybody. You even get one look. A few people are like talking together and walking into the longhouse, and one of them has like a scroll of paper, and he's trying to look at it, and then he like folds it up like, let's wait till we get to the table. And walking along with this group is Love. And as she's walking in, she turns and she sees you, and she kind of does a like look back and catches your eyes for a sec, and like it's like she's thinking about it, but she does continue to follow them into continue whatever discussion she's currently
Let's hang around here after we're done with Obsession, yeah?
Yeah, speaking of crushes.
I got business to attend to, sorry.
I don't think Obsession will take long. I think that'll be a quick one, hopefully. Do you guys want to come with me? Okay.
Please,
great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll head over there to them, to Obsession's tent.
Yeah. You head over to this rounded tent of Obsessions. She is there, but she is just sitting on the ground. Again, as you know, it's fitty whether or not she is topless or not. She is now. She is.
Yes!
Her hairy oxwoman
Beats.
parts are all out there. Her very elderly oxwoman body exposed as she sits in front of the tent, actually in the rays of the sun, kind of hands out and eyes closed, looking upwards towards the sun, and doesn't appear to see you coming. She doesn't make any move as you walk closer.
Is she fully furred? I forgot. Are they like mostly skin and some hair, or are they mostly hair?
No, I'm imagining
Oh.
hairy titties.
Yeah, she's real hairy. I mean, how specific do you want to get? I mean, there are nipples poking out of the hair,
Sure.
but yeah, no, she's a fully she's a woolly babe is what she is.
Nice.
Yeah, very
Nice.
Killing it.
Before I walk over there, man, I'm just going to pull out a little bit of that moss from my pack, and I'm going to flick my wrist, and it just disappears. That little bit just vanishes.
Okay.
And then I'll walk over to her.
Is Timothy okay?
And she remains just the way she was in the sun, almost looking like she's trying to like photosynthesize, like just really like soaking it all in.
Photosynthesis.
I will wordlessly just take a seat down next to her.
Should we sit? Or like,
I guess.
yeah, okay. We
Well,
sit
And as
too.
you sit,
We'll sit too in like an awkward square.
yeah, you kind of wait like a minute or two, and then she gets down and she puts her head on the ground, almost like she's like praying on a prayer mat, but she isn't, right? She's just kind of there on the ground, and she comes up with actually a little bit of dust on her face, particularly on her forehead. And she kind of like shakes her head and opens her eyes a little bit and realizes you're all there. What are you doing here?
I'm asking the same question.
We did it, Obsession. We were able to clear out the blockage.
Took your damn time, didn't you?
What do you mean? It's been like 3 days.
You're a stupid boy.
Everybody today.
Yeah.
Just stop talking.
What is it with people?
You left about 4 weeks ago, you idiots.
Love is gonna think I ghosted her. Oh my god.
4 weeks.
My
Did you
mom's gonna be so
find-
mad.
Have a lot of fun out there in the woods, did you?
No. How could it be 4 weeks? It's been 4 days at most.
Did you take a little too much dream? I hear it
Dream?
can prolong your sleeping.
You can't take dream regularly. What are you on?
Nothing.
He's telling the truth, Obsession. For us, it only has been a few days.
It does me no.
We can't hear you.
Why don't you hear? Can you hear me now? I think I was just talking too
Yeah,
low.
I
I think
hear.
it's a hard voice
Yeah.
to project. Let me put it that way. I'm sucking it all in, but I'm also trying to push it all out. It does me no good to know this.
Here, I gathered this for you, and I'll open the pack up and show her the moss that I brought. You can tell it hasn't been 4 weeks since it was harvested, can't you?
Yes. Well, wherever you were, here it was 4 weeks. It was too long.
I kind of lean towards Vogue. We were sober now.
Unfortunately.
What do you mean too long? If it's clear, I thought we cleared it, and it should be clear now, right?
I'm sorry, little one. I am tired. I was using this for one of my plants. The plant is dead now. I was hoping to propagate a tree.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Do you have any other seeds of this tree?
It seemed they were scattered about. I have none left.
What kind of tree was it?
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm good at charisma. I can
Okay.
surely that's gonna go well. Fuck me, like what the fuck, dude?
11.
It is no matter. One that is difficult to acquire up here in the mountains. I do not think I will be able to get it.
Well, if your tree doesn't matter, do you think there's an explanation behind the whole time fast forward thing, or?
No, that doesn't make any sense. Not how time works.
Indeed, I agree.
Pretty linear.
But you seem to be into what's the word for it? Wait, I actually Eve doesn't know the word. Eclectic. You seem to be into more eclectic stuff. Nothing to explain it, or?
Hatar is the god of broken time. Perhaps he touched you while out in the woods.
We saw somebody wearing a mask covered in stars.
What did
And-
the mask look like? Ooh,
Was
dot,
the-
dot. If you give a description, I got a
Mhm.
nat 20 on her history check. A mask like that. Strange place to see someone of that stature.
What do you mean stature?
What would one of the Mahanaten have been doing that deep in the forest?
Dun dun dun!
Yeah, that's what a nat 20 gets you, baby. I don't know.
Woo! Lord have mercy.
They are said to wear masks to hide their identities. The Mahanaten are supposed to be continuous beings. Of course, that's a load of bullshit. They're just people wearing masks, but traditions of these humans, I suppose.
They talked, right? The person with the mask. They also asked us what we were doing there.
I wonder which of the Mahanaten uses masks of stars.
Matt, can you just remind me if it was a woman's or a man's voice?
I believe it was a woman's.
I thought so as well. Cool. Thank you.
The person spoke? I don't remember.
Yeah,
them
they
speaking.
asked like
What?
we briefly saw them, right? But they had the time to be like, "What are you doing here?" or something like that. And
Wow.
then time shifted again. So if we can find them, they can tell us what they saw from their perspective.
That's the most important thing to ask them, for sure.
I'm smart.
When I went into the pool, I saw or felt a spirit there. So, did you not care about the blockage then? You just wanted the moss for your tree?
I've wanted the moss. Actually, do this. Roll a persuasion check before I answer that. Trying to think of how to answer it, but
10.
10.
Like, what's happening? Holy fuck.
That's all we roll.
I wanted the moss because it would have helped to keep this plant alive, I believe. A difficult plant to keep alive. Even here, Parsa. Wearing the blockages is good for the forests. All things should flow. I, for one, have not been flowing as regularly. It is rather uncomfortable.
Thank you for sharing, Obsession.
I am ornery. This one here attacks me from a distance. I take pains for you, and the pains you took did not get me what I needed in time.
When did you feel that pain? How long ago?
Oh,
I'd have to go back and watch that episode to answer that more correctly. It
Oh,
was a
yeah.
while ago, I guess. Something like
Yeah,
that.
a few
you
days,
know.
perhaps. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I'm sorry that we weren't back in time.
it's not our fault. You sent us some magic waterfall spring that steals time from us.
Do not abdicate responsibility for your actions. You went there. You came back too slowly. Whose fault is it if not yours? It does no good. Blame Batar.
A lot of people blame the gods for their mistakes. I don't know why we shouldn't be able to.
Those people are dickholes.
I agree.
Are we done here?
You don't have any strange seeds, do you? Perhaps I could still make use of this bus.
Strange seed. Nope. Can't
No,
say
but-
that I carry strange seeds.
I mean, we could keep an eye out for any if we find any as we travel.
Bo gets up from his cross-legged position on the ground.
What do you have? I could use something to get me by.
I have a mess kit if you want it. I never seem to use that in any of my campaigns, so
Do you know what that is?
no.
It's like your food kit that you eat out of with like
It's
fork,
rations.
a
It's like
plate.
dried jerky. I can just like munch
No.
on it.
The kit is the actual like stuff, the tools, the plate, the fork, the knife, like
Mm,
that you eat with. The rations themselves are
yeah.
the food.
So she can have
But I
my
ran
mess
out of
kit
those
if she
almost.
wants it.
I don't think we have anything else to give right now, Obsession. I'm sorry.
What good are a bunch of junkies that aren't holding anyway?
Now,
You go, I'm gonna take a nap.
Okay. I'll see you soon, I guess.
Vogue just walks away without saying anything.
Mina, as you're walking away, make a perception check. Just quick. We'll see if you can get over a 10 on a roll.
Hey, I doubt it.
We'll say it's not a terribly low DC, so chances of you getting it on the particular rolls that have been happening this evening.
Yeah, sorry, I did.
What was that, Mike? We lost you.
Oh.
Hey,
not good.
Okay.
Not bad.
16.
As you walk away and just take a look as Obsession kind of opens up her tent and walks in, as you look inward, it looks different in there. It looks less well kept. And it's always been really sporadic, but all the plants and everything in there always looked very lively. And right now it doesn't. They look like all those plants that were in those pots by the side, they look like they kind of been like allowed to die. They're a pretty diverse set of things that were and you kind of see before the flap closes her just like full face.
I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't think she's well right now.
This has been a great reminder of why I want my spree.
So what Love did earlier, that wasn't a flirty look. That was a I'm mad at you, where have you been look, right? It had to be.
It doesn't make any sense, guys. I don't know how that happened. How are we gone for that long?
My parents, they have to be so fucking worried.
I thought not just your parents, your boss too. It's been 4 weeks apparently with nothing from you.
You think they ransacked my place? They have to, right?
I don't know them as well as you, but
If they took my alcohol stash, I swear to fucking God.
We should make sure your parents are okay, Rhea.
Yes.
when we were on that cliff, I thought I was just going through it, but at one moment, I closed my eyes and I opened them again, and it was nighttime. And I didn't sleep. Like, it's not like when you take a nap and it passes in an instant. It was just day one moment and night the next.
I don't understand how there was one of them not in there. Did they follow us, do you think?
No, they were confused about us being there.
That place is important. Clearly, it's got some connection to Patar and time, or I don't know. All I know is we just wasted 4 weeks on some useless moss.
We need to find that mask again.
We have to get back to the run first, yeah. My mom's gonna be... She's gonna kill me.
Agreed, I need to see if my parents are okay. Wait, Vogue, you know how to write?
Of course,
Do we have
most
paper?
people do. I don't.
Mina?
I do, actually. Yes, here you go.
Thank
I'll
you.
pull out a scrap of parchment.
Charcoal, anything to write with?
I have an ink pen. I have ink and an ink
Oh,
pen.
wow, that's fancy.
Fancy.
Yeah. Okay, can you write for me? I'm sorry. I'll be back. And then dash Rhea XOXO.
Okay.
That's what people do in letters,
Oh,
right?
Nina, you
XOXO?
should write this. I bet your writing's way neater than mine. It'll look ladylike.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll write that. I'll write it.
Thank you. And Vogue, can I get one of your pythons?
I only got 4 left. What do you need it for?
Just one. Or something to nail
Fine.
that sheet down on. Oh, wait.
Take one.
Thank you. And I go to the longhouse that they went into, Love and the other guys, and I fucking nail it to the wall. There, she has to see this, right? Surely. Wait, how would she know it's about her? Mina, can you add Mina, can you add on top of everything for love and put a capital L on love?
Okay, for love. Okay.
Here you go.
Oh, you remembered capitals. I taught you that so long ago.
Yeah, see? I'm good at stuff
you.
sometimes.
Rhea does get a couple looks as she has her Martin up here with her
She has her
love
what?
note. Her Martin Luther moment. Yeah, except these 99 proposals are sexual in nature.
So
And where would you like to head?
Home. Tis time.
Yeah, I think we're worried about what happened in the interim here.
It is towards evening as you make your way further northward again, into the western farmlands and close to the home you keep called Grunyin Run. Again, you've walked this particular way before, and from this direction, Mina's home is the first one that you would come across. The sky is still lit, painted with pinks, purples, like that wonderful colors coming about as you're watching the sun set to the west. You see, coming home from a long day's work, a group of Aarakocra flying towards the grove. And even at a distance, you can see that one of them salutes on their way by.
Now we know.
How does he always spot me? He's got the eyes on this one.
Mina, I bet your mother
High
was
perceptions.
also very worried about you. If you want, I'll spend the evening at my parents' place and we can reconvene later, yeah?
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's probably best for her not to see us after last time. Already been profiled once today.
Wait, I'm worried about you. My parents are used to me leaving for a certain amount of times. Because, like, I go on benders. You don't know about those yet. It's okay. But anyway, you left for a month, and your mom has to be that worried.
There's not going to be any making this better, Rhea. Thank you, but I think Rogue's right. I think it would only make things worse if you guys were there.
Alright.
You see?
Right. Yeah. Well, you can absolutely put the blame on us. I can take it. Your mom doesn't really scare me. No offense, obviously. She's a great woman, I'm sure, but yeah. She can be mad at me. I don't mind.
Okay, I might have to spend some more time around the farm now that we're back and we've been gone for that long.
We'll keep our activities local then for a bit.
Okay, I'll meet up with you guys later then.
Good luck.
You too.
Good night, Mina.
Good night.
Yeah, as the two of you kind of veer off towards the lake and Grunyin Run, and Mina kind of goes northward towards her home. Mina, as you are getting closer and closer, give me another perception check. You've been doing so well with them. I wanna offer another.
Okay, 9.
You get pretty close. And it's a while before you kind of understand the uncomfortable feeling that you're getting as you walk towards your home. I think that you can't put your finger on what is so wrong until you're really right there at farmhouse with the pen right next door and the barn, and you see it. You notice it by sight first. And I think what you notice is that the door to the barn is open, which is mighty strange for this time of day. And then you realize how quiet it is. You don't hear the sounds of animals. You don't hear anything. Looking around, you notice that there are no animals. The pigs are not in the pig pen. Mugen is not anywhere to be seen. What do you do?
I would call out,
Mom? Mom, are you there?
There is no response.
I would run into the house to see if I could see anything in there.
You run into the house and you see a house that is rather empty. All of the personal belongings that were there are gone. It's really just an empty shell of the home you lived in.
What? I don't understand, Mom.
And I think just starts like almost like hyperventilate, like she's having a panic attack.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, nice.
16. Okay, you take some deep breaths as you're there. And after a couple minutes, you're able to like calm your breathing, and you look around and you notice on the table a note.
I'll go over to it and see if I can read what's on there.
It's a note from your mom. And it says, Mina, I pray you're all right. I couldn't do it alone. I went to live with Frank.
Fucking Frank!
And I think,
And
well,
you know,
sorry.
Frank was the person that she often went to the other farm to help out with. She used to help out around the farm.
And Frank is also the guy who paid 18 gold for Mina's pumpkin in
Yeah.
the contest.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yep.
Oh, you didn't know that? That's
You
why I
sure?
went fucking Frank. It's because I know
Yeah.
him from extorting him.
Yeah, she extorts him.
I think Mina just starts to kind of just cry, and I'll take a minute, and then I will. First thing I think is to just go to Ria's parents' house.
Okay.
Because I just can't face my mom right now. Like I think it's too much for Mina.
So if you're hurrying along, you'll probably catch up to us
Yeah.
because we're slow and tired.
Yeah. I think you guys kind of see Mina catching up to you, unexpectedly.
Me
That
not.
bad, huh?
She's gone. She went to live with Frank, and the animals are gone, and she couldn't do it by herself.
Frank. Well,
Live with Frank.
at least you know she's alright. Right? First of all, she's fine. She's alive and well.
But if we lost, I think we lost the farm, and it's all my fault. I'm sorry, guys.
No,
You don't need to be sorry for us. We're sorry for you. None of us could have expected 4 weeks being stolen, and that has consequences.
I never wanted this for you, Mina. I didn't think it'd be that bad for you to.
No, this is my fault. I'm sorry. I brought you all into this. I am the reason that you lost 4 weeks of your lives, and you won't be able to get the time back, I don't think.
Mina, 4 weeks is nothing. What would I have done during these 4 weeks anyway? Nothing grand. And now I can say that I went on this weird adventure with my friends instead, which is way more productive, isn't it? It's okay.
Trust us. Your time's worth a lot more than ours.
Yeah. Literally and figuratively speaking.
I just hope everything's okay with your boss, Rhea. I just don't want anything bad to happen.
I'm more so. My parents will cook for us tonight. I'm sure they'll be happy to. Do you
Okay.
want that?
Yes, that would be nice.
My mom will be thrilled to see you again, trust me.
I know I miss her. And your dad. They're both wonderful.
My dad may give you a stinky look at first, but he doesn't mean it. Keep that in mind.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
You hit Grunyin Run.
Grunyin Run!
From the south, kind of making your way up north, this dirt road. You see, you're running in the same direction as the trolley, as it's moving just a little bit faster than you, pulling people along, although it seems mostly empty.
Do we pass my bridge on the way?
I don't think so. I think your bridge is actually your bridge is kind of more on the way to the city. It's kind of up and north the other way. That's where all the good foot traffic is, so stuff falls out of people's pockets. Direction.
Sure it does.
But as you're walking down, you do see walking, along with you, probably going towards the empty bite, because heading in that way, you see Kier, the halfling member of the Golden Famine. As he's walking by, he kind of like not even really stopping. He goes, "Oh yeah, you've been a little bit out of the game for a bit."
Coming back stronger than ever, and I give him the blasty fingers, and I keep going.
Sure.
God, I always hated this guy.
I'm sure Chanzi will be waiting for something.
Yep.
And just as he's passing, he says, "Mina."
Here.
Hi, Kier.
places to be, stuff to do.
I'll catch right up.
Oh,
I keep walking. I never liked Kier. I feel like
Kier,
Rhea never liked Kier.
Do you know if my mom is okay?
oh, I'm sure your family will land on their feet just fine. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, it's a bit hard to pay those cow taxes, I understand. Well, sometimes these farmers, you know, they get too big for their britches. Vogue, you had something for me.
I did. Would you mind giving us a minute, Mina?
Oh, I'll just stand over there.
I just like walk. I just turn my back. Turn to face a different direction.
He kind of keeps walking, so like, vote to walk with him. You're walking the opposite direction. Kind of doesn't. He slowed down a little bit. He didn't even really stop, like walking by you guys.
Yep, I'm fine with that. So, anything new in the last 4 weeks?
Anything new? No. Same old, same old. Run the old game, and coming out on top as always.
All right, well, give me 6 of the same old then.
Right? Yeah, and he holds out his hand.
I'll stop and shake.
Yep.
Demonstratively.
And while he's shaking your hand, he just slips 6 spree right into your bucket.
And I put 6 gold in his hand as I'm shaking.
Whenever you need any more, you know where to come, don't you?
I do. I also wanted to ask you, do you have something to do with Mina's mother losing the farm?
Listen now, it's never my goal to have anyone lose their farm, but there's a certain bit of paying you have to do to be able to live in these parts. Under the protection of us. It's a sad thing that happened to her mother, but it seems now she found a good fella. And look, and he kind of like stops for a minute and puts his feet up in the air. He's like, the lady bought me a new pair of boots. How kind of her.
Well, you enjoy those boots, Kier, while you got feet.
I might as well use them to keep walking then.
You do that.
Can I just...
You be well, Vogue. Don't take all those at once.
While they were having that conversation, I think Rhea would have like hurriedly walked up to Mina and taken her by the shoulder, and like they would have leaned down to your height so that we would be eye to eye. Mina, where do you know Kier?
Oh, Kier told me about the cow tax that we had to pay on
Right.
Mugen.
Mina, you know how you want the best for me and you want to protect me? This is me wanting the best for you and wanting to protect you. You don't ever go near that man ever again.
Okay.
And you don't owe anyone any stupid fucking cow taxes. Am I being clear right now?
But if Kier says I owe cow tax, then I owe cow tax.
You don't. I'll take care of your cow tax, okay? Kier and I, we go way back. You don't owe anything to that man or anyone who comes to you saying you owe them some weird fucking taxes that does not exist.
Okay, Rhea. I don't know how much it's gonna matter anymore. I think we lost the farm for good.
I'll figure something out. We always do. I'll figure something out, okay?
But that's okay. But that's it, Rhea. I don't think everything's gonna be okay anymore.
It has to be.
You two ready? Oh, sorry.
It's okay. No, it's fine. I was just telling Mina that she may have lost the farm for now, but we'll figure it out. Right, Vogue?
Always do.
Exactly.
Yeah. You guys are right.
We're here for you, Mina, and we're not gonna. We don't go down without a fight. Except earlier because Vogue didn't want to pick a fight.
Ugh.
But I don't. I don't go down without a fight.
I'd rather not fight anyone
That
if we
was,
could help it.
yeah, a metaphor. Right.
Not tonight. Tonight
I
we
just-
gotta.
Tonight, we're back home, and my parents are gonna cook something that might not be so good to the taste, but we'll be in good company, and we'll have each other. And the floor might not be a comfortable bed for the night, but they will do nonetheless. How does that sound?
It sounds great.
Awesome.
You walk the length of Grunyin's Run. Quite a big bit of distance now. Larger territory than it had, maybe 50 or so. You find your way walking past the curmudgeonly cart driver of the
What's his
street
name?
car
Matt?
that
Do you
goes up
remember?
and down. I do remember. It's
Flagrant mouth tusk.
Flagrant mouth tusk.
Mouth Tusk. Why isn't Flagrant's name under Grunyin Run? God,
Why
We
is
all
it?
know it off the top of our head. We don't need it written down.
I've boy howdy, I've got it now. You make your way towards the docks and where the largely goblin population lives on these very creaky, rickety, still standing docks that
Barely.
go out into the lake. The very normally still lake. As you're walking on, several of them say, "Hi, Ria. Hi, Ria."
Hey, hey. I hope you're doing good.
Pretty good.
Good, good.
I caught an eel.
Awesome. I got places to be. We'll talk about it next time, though.
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
And you get to your parents' home.
Knock, knock.
What?
Dad?
Oh! And you hear as the door opens, and your father is there. And just jumps, as he tends to do, leapfrogs like a bunny man into your arms.
I miss you, Dad.
Hi, darling. I heard you haven't been home in a while.
I've
Yeah,
been traveling actually. Dad, I got so many stories to tell you now.
Your mother and I have gone shopping for you a couple times for groceries. We haven't thrown anything away, so most of it's probably right. Come on in.
Right. Awesome. Yeah. Come on in, guys. Come on. How are you? How is Mom? Where is she?
Oh, your mother. She's at a meeting.
A meeting.
Yeah. Do you want anything to eat?
What kind of
Drink?
meeting?
Your mother. Oh, you know her. She's always on to the new fad. There's a new auntie in town.
A new auntie.
A new auntie? Yeah.
What's her name?
Auntie. They call her Auntie Aromo.
Aromo.
On account of her aroma?
You know her. She used to be Spleen.
I know her.
Yeah, you know Spleen.
Who's that?
Spleen was a goblin that you grew up with. No, not terribly eye catchy. You know what I mean? Like she was a nerd. She was kind of a goblin nerd growing up. She was kind of quiet.
What are goblin nerds into?
Just quiet. You know, like quiet, off on her own, doing her thing. Yeah.
Playing TTRPGs with friends.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me Spleen is now an auntie?
Going by Aromo.
Aroma. Right. And is she I kind of lower my voice. She doing business or?
Yeah, she's. I don't know. She's an auntie, you know. They're always into. Does anyone want straight vodka? I've got that.
Absolutely.
It's made its way up here now.
Well, we call it vodka. I think somebody made it in their bathtub. Here, have some.
Mina,
And he just hands you a whole
Right.
bottle of like
and I think I know where the glasses are, so I pick one
engine
for...
cleaner or something.
And I pick the cleanest 3 that I can find, and like I pour 4 actually, since my dad is here. I pour some for everyone, and I hand one to Mina, and I go, "You're gonna want to sip that one very slowly."
I'm gonna just put this down for now, but I'll go get started on. I can start on dinner, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh.
Dad. I told them that we would stay for dinner. I hope that's fine.
That's fine. All the groceries that we've bought, we put in your house,
Right.
and that was at least 3 weeks ago. So it might smell like bad chicken.
Chicken.
It's not
really?
chicken, but it might smell like chicken.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you have any food in your house, or just the?
Yeah, definitely. I think your mother's bringing something home. We could, and he goes into the middle of the floor and opens like a trap door down at the lake. We could catch something.
These 2 would love it, I'm sure.
Here, and he hands you this net on this bit, like a very little net on a very.
I don't know if I'm in the mood for fishing. Can't we just buy something?
You talked about eels earlier. You don't.
Oh, why don't we just buy our food? Ooh, some hoity-toity friends you have here.
Yeah, they've gotten used to the luxurious life recently, but they'll get back into the Grunyin Run way of things. Don't worry.
I don't know, Vogie Pogie. You didn't used to be nose in the air. And as he's saying that, the door opens up and your mom walks in.
Mother dearest.
She gets excited but has to stop and walk kind of slowly because the amount of hats she has laid on top of herself would instantly fall off of her little goblin head. And she says, "Oh, darling."
I let her hug me more than I hug her because I
Yeah.
don't know how to like.
You get a face full of top hat.
You look as lovely as ever with that hat. I still love it.
And she kind of like curtsies.
Yes.
And is like, thank you.
Very ladylike. Very ladylike.
Oh, to what do we owe this honor?
Well, I've been traveling the city for a while, and I miss you guys, and I was hoping everything was okay here.
Sure, your father's supposed to be bringing dinner. Oh, you already home? No, I thought you were supposed to be bringing dinner. I had a meeting.
Right, Mother, you
Great.
have to tell me more about this meeting. Dad made it sound like a big thing.
Oh, let me tell you.
Tell me all about it.
It has been ages since we have had an auntie as charismatic as Auntie Aromo.
You mean spleen?
What?
It's spleen, right?
No. That was her nerfling name, dear. She's an auntie now.
But that doesn't change the fact that she's still that little goblin nerd.
You should see her up there. Speaking of making money, building communities, bringing our people together, and putting us at the top of the order.
Right, you remember which auntie had the same speech not that long ago, actually, right?
But you've never heard it said like this.
Really?
Making money how?
She didn't really, it's a public forum. She's got to keep that close to the vest.
Hush,
But
hush, of course.
supposedly, Auntie Aromo is going to make everything better.
Well,
That would
surely
be great.
I owe her a visit, and congratulations for the auntie title.
Yes. She does like it when you kneel down and kiss her toes. It's very difficult to do with all of these.
Right.
I think that made her appreciate it all the more.
I'm sure she did, Mother. I'm sure she did. So you had fun, I take it?
Yes, it was wonderful. Did leave me a bit hungry though, but I thought you were bringing dinner.
Well, Lucky for us, we have our own very personal chef tonight.
Let's go out.
Let's
Look
go
it up
out.
in the cook.
That also
Let's-
works.
Yeah, let's go out.
Yep.
We haven't seen you in a while.
Of course.
You should pay.
Right, Vogue, you should pay.
Yep. On me tonight.
See, Vogue,
Who
Vogue
Annie?
owes me
Let's
money,
do it.
So.
And he'll drop his he'll drink his vodka cleaner, whatever it was.
Let's go out.
Yeah. Roll a Constitution saving throw as you drink that. By the way.
Oh god. Here we go. 3.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You know, sometimes it feels like it's burning. This is so bad it actually starts to burn, and you can smell your nostril hairs sizzling inside your nose as the hot air goes through.
Lord.
Your sinuses are cleared, but your eyes are going to be watering for quite a while going forward, giving you disadvantage on perception checks having to do with sight.
Oh
You
And the
okay
taste?
there?
Bleach. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's not vodka. It's
Ooh.
I just
It's not
I don't want to
this.
be. I don't want to be rude. So like, Mina will take pretend to take a sip of hers and, so yummy, and I'll put it back without actually drink it.
I actually don't think I'll drink mine because it's pretty bad. And he just put.
Yeah, Rhea
Without
never
touching
touched hers, and she leans towards Vogue. I thought she knew better than just fucking chug it down like that.
Normally I'd say I'd had worse, but I haven't.
It's my parents. What do you mean?
Oh, all right, darlings. Let's go get some real booze.
Yeah.
Real food.
Night out. Whoop whoop.
How do her parents feel about drugs?
Well, you know, over the years, with her obsessions with multiple aunties, Mina's mom has definitely done her fair share of dealing. Her and dad usually end up doing most of it, though, so it costs them more money than they make.
Okay, so I should not take spree in front of them because I'll have to share.
Yes, that would be, yes. Oh, we should go. What's that good place that you're always going, Vogue?
Kind of far. Let's stay closer.
Right. We
No,
did
not the really good place. The one where that guy got stabbed.
Oh yeah,
Right.
isn't what the hell's that place called? Shit.
Wait, is it the old Parsa's Finest?
No,
That's the one. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Okay.
Right. Oh, I'm down. It's been a while, and surely
Yeah,
we've
I
all
haven't
gotten
been
over the
there since the guy
accidents.
got killed in the middle of the
Yeah.
street,
I
right in
wonder
front
how
of it.
business going now that happened.
Let's go see.
Let's go
Somebody
see.
we know likes to hang out there, Rhea. Just a reminder.
Surely you won't be there, right?
I'm just along for the ride.
All right, let's make my parents happy. I haven't seen them in a month now.
I'm not getting dressed.
That's fine, Papa. That's fine.
I'm only putting on one hat.
One is good enough.
I'm putting on the derby.
Ooh, fancy.
As we're leaving, I will drink a second. Off.
Yeah, perfect. you walk and go ha. Ha. Well, you can't stop yourself from doing it. Ha. Ha.
I thought it might be better on the second one. It usually is, but it's somehow worse.
It never is, Vogue. It never is.
Flash cut
Flash gun.
to Parsa's Finest. Where is it? I can't find it. We'll just do this one. Okay. Inside Parsa's Finest.
Good enough.
It is bustling and joyous as always. Looking around, by the time you get here, because it does take a little while, your mom particularly walks very slow, so the stacked hats that she tends to wear
I hold her
on top of
hand,
her head when going home.
like the whole way.
Yeah, it's it takes her, she has to balance it. Kier is there at his table playing dominoes with a couple, it looks like a younger couple, talking away at them, kind of like looks towards you, but then as you enter, but kind of goes back to what he was doing.
Yeah, I don't acknowledge him.
You see, oh man, what is her name?
Mama Mel.
Wouldn't that be great?
You don't see Mama Mello. She's super dead.
Oh my god.
No.
Did she die?
No,
Lizzie
that
died.
was Lizzie.
I know Lizzie died. I thought everybody died.
Oh,
Everybody's
Mama
dead.
Mello, I think it killed herself at the end. didn't
Yeah,
she?
I think she died when a bunch of stuff happened. If I remember correctly. No, what is her Lana Chanson? The white poofy tabaxi
Right.
is sitting at.
She's still around?
She is not still around. She's around again.
Oh.
It seems she hasn't been around, but she is there at the bar, having a drink and talking to, Chauncey.
Oh,
Actually,
fuck, my boss
your
is
boss
here.
there.
Everyone's there.
Holy fuck.
Talking to him, his chest exposed. Neither of them seem to notice you.
Now
But there's a good amount of people here as your mom, balancing this hat, kind of waddles over to an empty table, a table for 4 people that she is expecting the 6 of you to sit at. So it's gonna be a little tight.
Yeah, a little toy. I'll
told
sit
you,
like farthest away
place-
from Shanti. Like so that I'm hidden by everyone else, kind of.
Sure. Yeah, you're as one of the taller people there. You're definitely like
Fuck, I forgot I was.
you are
Dang it.
definitely by far the tallest person at this table.
Ah, god dang it. Character creation, why am I so stupid when it comes to it?
I'll be right back. I gotta. And Vogel head out the back.
Vogue heads outside. The waitress comes over to you. What you would imagine would be a stereotypical kind of looking parson young woman, except for the accent, as she says, "What can I get, y'all?"
Southern, are we?
Not around
We'll
these
have, I guess, whatever's in the pot for a night, or
Oh, sorry, darling. This isn't a communal pot kind of place. We do have some roast lamb on the menu for the evening with some vegetables and mashed taters. It's pretty good. There's a beautiful red wine sauce that goes over that.
I'll take that. Oh yeah. Make that a 5 plate.
that sounds expensive. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'll bring that right over. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, stop pushing the lamb. I done sold it all. As she walks back into the kitchen.
So I love your hats. They're really nice.
Which one's your favorite?
Hey, say
definitely
the third.
The red one with all of the. I really like how all of the stars are attached to it with like the wire, and they're waving around all the time. That's really cool.
You know, the red one is my favorite too, but I don't want to put it at the top. I don't like the top of it. I kind of like the part that's showing here is
Mom,
the best part.
actually, you know design and high couture.
I
You
do.
do. So I was wondering.
Hot tour.
Yeah, hot tour, exactly. So I was wondering if you knew about if Grunyin Run has any like mask artisans, people who create masks.
No.
No. All right.
Nope, I don't think so.
Do you? Well,
Masks?
surely there's some in Parsa, right?
Sure. I mean, I would imagine that someone in the artist forum would be a mask expert. They have all sorts of there.
Mother, you always just know what to say.
Well, thank you.
Of course.
We want your strongest alcohol! Oh, honey, please. This is a nice place. We can't yell like this. Back outside. Vogue. What are you doing?
I am
Outside?
doing spree outside.
Right in front of the street?
No, I went out back.
Okay,
where-
yeah. So you go up front. You kind of go back in this alley. This alley where you know that Rhea saw a certain gentleman who was soon to die back here. And as you take out this spree that looks like a little pixie stick, you feel this like mental craving for it. And then realizing that it's now something has been a month, even though it doesn't feel to you. Whatever weird time thing happened. You don't feel this physical need for it, although you definitely have this itch in your mind telling you to take it. But it's weird. It's less of a push than you are used to. Your hands don't shake. And I think as you pull the top of it off, you realize that your hand is just steadier taking this than it usually is.
And I'll kind of take a look at it with my eyes watering slightly from the goblin liquor and think back on the events of the day, on losing 4 weeks of my life, on getting kicked out of an establishment just for what I look like and who I'm with, and same for Rhea. And obsession being a complete ingrate and not helpful in any way. And I put the pixie stick under my tongue.
Yeah.
And then I close my eyes.
And no one is there to see your pupils as they just dilate to the whole size of your eyes.
We're home. And I'll head back inside.
You're not home yet.
Huh? Who's that?
Who? Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh,
11?
11.
And 11's still not bad. It takes you a little while. And you notice in the now almost entirely set sun, this very dark twilight on the top of the restaurant where you are, kind of looking at you, its head cocked, an owl.
Who are you?
Who?
What'd you say? Not home yet?
No? You're not home yet?
What do you mean? This is my hometown.
No. Don't you feel it? Your blood pulls you elsewhere.
I kind of look at my hands and feel for my heartbeat. Is my blood pulling in a direction?
No. Not that you can feel.
I decide to lie. I do feel it now you mention that. How do I get there?
Where?
Elsewhere.
No. And it flies away.
What is it with birds talking to you, man?
I take another hit of spree.
Oh my god.
Okay. Soon after Vogue walks in. Actually, I want to do this because I think you guys are talking to the parents, and the food gets served before Vogue walks back inside, and you're eating and talking and kind of wondering where Vogue is, but kind of knowing Vogue is. And then the door opens. Boom! And Vogue walks in, and I think we watch this from Vogue's, first-person perspective. Vision kind of moves around. Where does your vision first move as the door opens?
My vision immediately falls on Lana Chanson, looking radiant and white.
Yes, it falls right in the cut of her shirt, the very low cut of her. Not quite as low as Chanzi's shirt, who she's talking to, yet still sensually revealing. Yeah, and Lana Chanson with her big white fluffy cat legs sticking out of the skirt that she's wearing looks rather lovely tonight.
I give her a very charismatic wink and smile.
Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage, please. If you guys have ever seen the episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they go to their high school reunion and they're rocking it, but in fact they're not rocking it. It's a little bit, the 4. She kind of makes a face, and then like turns her shoulder a little bit as she like faces the bar more to continue talking to Chauncey.
Acting coy. All right. Next, I happen to look at Kier again. My expression sours.
He is currently like two-handed shaking the hand and having on his face that you just know means he just got.
That he just got what?
Again.
He got one over on these people one way or another. There's a man and a woman, very young, probably in their 20s, human, and he's just shaking their hands with this this shit-eating grin on his face.
Just glare a dagger at him and not say anything.
At this point, Rhea, you notice Vogue has walked in and is kind of not unstable and gonna fall over, but he's swaying a little bit as he's just kind of like slowly making his way into.
Yeah, I think I keep my eye on him, but I let him do what he wants. So if he wants to go talk to people, mingle.
Yeah.
But I keep an eye on him.
And passing Kier and seeing our table with food there, a spring in my step, I will do a staccato beat with my hooves as I approach the table. And I am proficient in drums, and the way that comes through is with the stomping.
Nice.
Love it. Some people kind of like look over at you, and actually, after they look at you, they kind of look over at Chanson, and you realize that she's actually here to perform tonight. There's a little stage set up. She hasn't started yet, but at some point this evening, the sun is just setting now. She is supposed to be. Maybe that's why there's such a lovely turnout this evening.
Don't you just love when you come back from the loo and the food's already here?
Gotta love it.
Take a point of inspiration, Uma. I love that.
Oh, I love you, Matt. Thank you.
So when you dropped my food and everything, place seemed okay? Talking to my parents.
Oh, yeah, it's in. Yeah, some of the supports underneath might be faulty, but we didn't fix them.
Right. Dad, would you mind fixing them, please?
Okay,
Thank you
I'll
so
do that.
much. Thank you so much, Father Dearest.
You're so welcome.
Engineering. That's what he's known for.
It is.
How's the lamb then?
Yeah, I eat my food
Oh,
like I've never eaten food before.
Mom is just like, it is decadent. Look at this sauce. I pick up notes of sugar. I think that's sugar.
It is sweets, yes.
Mmm.
So nothing new happened within the last month? Just a new auntie?
Yes, that new auntie. She's very impressive.
How did she get her title?
Oh,
Is it natural
well,
order of events or?
yes, I think she came upon a good amount of awakening to sell, and it kind of propelled her right to the top.
Lower your
Yeah,
voice,
I got a decent amount of it myself. I think this one
Mom.
I'm going to be able to. Yes,
Lower your voice.
I'm going to be selling Awakening for Auntie Aromo.
Right.
Where, so she's supplying you then?
Yes.
Hmm.
But
Well,
wasn't
it's like a good
wasn't
person to
Awakening
know.
like bad?
Oh, yes. Actually, they've had a town crier going up and down the street. Supposedly it's happening all over the city. He's even been here a couple times, or probably more than one crier. That would be silly. Yes, but they're announcing that it is highly illegal and immoral to be doing awakening, specifically awakening, which is weird because there's so many other things out there.
But what is awakening? What does it do?
Yeah, have you tried
Wakes
it?
you up. Gets you kind of jittery. I took some this morning.
That's
It's
it?
nothing special though. That's the thing. Why are they?
People were
So-
so weird about it.
No, you don't understand. If you did think special, what did you do? Eat it?
Why-
Stick it up your nose?
Yes, he did
How would
do
you
that,
know that?
actually.
I did eat it. Yeah. What's wrong
No. And he pulls out, and this is the dad talking now, and he pulls out a flask and he shakes it. He goes, and he unscrews it, and he says, "Take a whiff of that. You need to brew it. You need to grind it down and pass hot water through it and brew it into this."
What does it smell like?
Bitter. Strong as it hits your nose.
Your
So
mind?
maybe.
You might not sleep tonight.
Oh, who needs sleep?
Wait,
take
leave
a
some
big
for
swig.
me. Whoa.
Well,
It
not
is-
drinking the whole flask.
Yeah, it is room temperature. Which, you're like, ooh, it's not as hot as he said it should be when you drink it. But from this flask, you drink this very bitter, and it reminds you of when you bit into that seed, right? But it's better now. It's kind of, it tastes like it might be kind of burnt, right? This concoction. And Vogue doesn't know this, but he's just had his first sip of coffee.
Awakening is coffee? There is no fucking way. There is no way.
Yes, according to Auntie Aromo, it's highly prohibited. It is the one thing that Parsa will just simply not allow, it seems. Which of course means there's a great market for it. I'm gonna make so much money.
Right, just as always, be careful, Ma, yeah?
Oh, I'm always careful.
Of course.
Careful's her middle name.
One of them.
This stuff's got quite a flavor, eh?
Yes, a couple of the people have started putting moo milk in it. Kind of softens it down, but I like that real hit you get.
Is she on it right now?
Oh, your parents are so fucking jacked up on coffee. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Alright. It's fucking coffee, I can't believe. Awakening is fucking coffee.
Oh my god. And here we thought,
It was like the answer to fucking dream and shit.
man, I'm glad I didn't pop a dream tonight.
I guess so.
Helping for something.
But, Mom, Dad, something must have changed, because a few weeks back, it was like even my people didn't want to have that stuff on their hands. What changed?
Yeah, I don't know where Auntie Aromo has been getting it. I'm pretty sure Willie's been bringing it over from the other side of the lake.
Willie!
Oh,
Old
that
Willie!
really- Oh, I knew he was hiding something in that boat.
Yes, I guess he built a new second boat. Pretty sure it has a false bottom.
Moving up in the world.
Wow, yeah, Billy's been,
Yeah, he's probably gonna be dead very soon. He's very, very old. But yeah, for now he's they're bringing in the black gold.
I can't believe Willie outlived Mama Mello. What the fuck?
Oh, Mama Mello. Now there was a good. Oh no, she wasn't an auntie. She was.
No,
Wait a minute, I'm confusing my previous characters. to my two.
Willie will probably outlive us all he eats Grunyin. That's what gives him life.
He's 90% Grunyin at this point.
I'd say 95. Alright, so
That Lana, though, I mean, she does kind of stack up to Mama Mello, no? Maybe we'll hear something tonight.
Nothing could ever live up to Mama Mello. My childhood was based on this woman.
Can I scan the room quickly and just see if I see who else I see there?
Yeah, make a perception check.
12.
Yeah, let's
2
see
12s.
who here kind of stands out. As you look around, the people that we've already named are all still there. Kier is currently sitting by himself. The two people that he was with that small couple have left. You actually see them get up and walk out the door. You see a table of people who are definitely also part of the Golden Famine, right? Like they're there close by Chauncey, that hobgoblin leader of this underground group, though not trying to cramp his style as he's talking to the sexy cat lady singer. You notice a table of Aarakocra that are there. None of them stick out as necessarily like named figures that we have talked about. No one that you recognize particularly, although one of them does have this black, almost like doctor's mask over his face and covering his beak.
Wait,
Oh,
wait, that we know him,
not us.
but we.
I think
do.
Mina just like takes that in, turns back to the table.
So, are you guys enjoying your food?
Yeah, feels.
Yes,
like
it's very good.
It's
What?
all right.
What about you, Mina?
It's nice to have a meal with everyone. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course, you're family now. You know that, right?
Yes, thank you.
Good to fill the old stomach.
I'm guessing my boss didn't even notice me yet.
No, he's very caught up in his
Delightful conversation.
delightful conversation. Yeah, we'll say that.
Awesome.
All right, are we getting a performance or what? Been here
Yeah.
how long?
How loud do you say that?
I say it pretty fucking loud because I'm drunk and high.
Yeah. Roll a persuasion check. I think with advantage because other people kind of
I'm waiting for it. Yeah. Oh my
6.
god! Holy fuck!
your words though are drowned out by
What are they drowned out by? Because your words were also drowned out.
by just the volume of what's already happening here in place. So you sit and you finish your food and it's quiet, and after a while, Lana Chanson gets up and walks over to the stage.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
And everyone kind of like hushes up and looks over towards her. And she says, Well, howdy, y'all. It's so nice to be welcomed back here to Grunyin Run. It was so nice to be here in the first place. This was one of the first gigs that I played here in Parsa. Coming from far away like I did. Now here's a little ditty that's pretty popular back where I'm from, and I hope you like it too. And someone next to her actually that Aarakocra, the one with that black mask on over covering his face and beak, and his entire face other than his eyes, but his eyes are rather black too. So he gives this haunting thing. He starts playing this zither on his lap, plucked with a feather, this big long black feather. It almost looks like it could have been taken from him, but it's long. And he starts plucking this zither that's on his lap. And Lana Chanson sits there with her hands kind of cupped together and starts singing, How much for that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. And continues on with her song. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just enjoying the show. Like it feels like I'm back home finally. I can breathe. My boss isn't even paying attention to me. We're good. We're good right now.
On second thought, I don't know if she does hold a candle to Mama Mello.
Told you no one could beat that woman.
But still, amusing at least.
I think Mama Mello was my first gay crush, actually.
Respectable.
I know, right? I've always had good taste. Except that one time. But... You don't remember her? Lucy?
Oh, right.
Right. Yeah.
Because you're sitting far away from him, Rhea, you do notice, far before he gets to your tail, that now, not being distracted by his conversation, he has looked around the establishment, and Chanzi has noticed you and is making his way directly to your table.
I'm getting up before he gets to my table, and I'll walk towards him, but I don't want him to sit at my table with my people.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. He meets you halfway there, and as he gets close, immediately puts his hand on your shoulder, like he's
what?
Like he's using you for support.
Whoa, long time no see there, but I thought you could hold your own.
And he collapses in your arms.
I collapse with him. He's a big old fucking hobgoblin. I fall. So I think everyone just hear loud thuds, and I go like, whoa. And
yeah. Everyone kind of gasps, and Lana stops singing. Although the gentleman with the zither continues to play, as that other table of people who are in the famine get up and start making their way towards you. The one who gets to you...
Is it my favorite doorman? Can it be my favorite doorman?
Can it be? He's actually...
holding the door back at the empty night.
No, he has the night off. Yeah. Yeah. He comes over and he says, what's happened? What's happened to Chanzi?
He just collapsed. He didn't even say hi or anything. He just fucking fell. I don't know. Did he drink a lot? I mean, he can hold his own usually.
And Chanzi looks up at the ceiling from where he is on the ground. And he says, "They're flying. I see them flying."
And I grab the nearest water glass I can and fucking pour it on his face and I wake up. Okay, come on, that's enough now.
You pour it on his face, you slap him a couple times. He doesn't come to. He seems to be talking in his sleep.
And he's going on about things he can see flying.
I want to fly with them. Why can't I fly with them?
What's the name of my favorite doorman again?
Raj.
Raj, I remembered before you
Raj.
said it because he's
Yes.
my favorite doorman. I remember. I think I just yanked Raj by the sleeve. What
Yeah.
the fuck did he take?
Didn't take anything. He was drinking. He was just drinking.
So you're telling me he was
Clear some space, and he just shoves this guy that's on a chair into, pushes him in the table off. Just these random patrons.
You're telling me he was fine a second ago and now he's not. Suddenly, out of nowhere.
You saw him?
I saw him talking to Lana, and then I saw him walk to me and collapse. What happened in between?
Did you hit him with anything?
Raj, fuck! You know me better than that. No, of course not.
Can I attempt to see what's wrong with him? Can I just try to
Make a medicine check.
Okay.
Fuck's sake,
Well,
guys,
apparently
what
not.
the fuck is going on?
You are not sure.
Tonight is cursed, holy fuck.
Could we get him somewhere? Somewhere where
he can.
Fuck. People lift him up. He needs some air. Bring him outside.
Come, watch out! And Raj just picks him up. And someone, for a change, gets up and opens the door for him. As he carries Chanzi
Aw, I'm
out
so
onto
happy
the
for
street.
Raj.
Cathartic that must be.
As you all walk out onto the street with Chanzi, Vogue and Rhea, please roll perception checks just as you're walking out.
Am I still disadvantaged?
Yeah, you're still disadvantaged.
5.
16.
With a 16, you notice Rhea. As you are walking outside, following Raj, who's holding Chanzi, you kind of glance over your shoulder, and your parents are also following you, looking, like concerned. And you see Kier sitting at his table,
Little fuck.
smiling.
Oh, yeah. I knew it.
And that zither player is still playing his song, Unbroken. You get out onto the street, and Raj goes kind of down to the middle. Everyone else kind of like, the few other guys that are there, like, make kind of like a perimeter, just keeping people away. As Raj puts Chanzi down and, like, I don't know, doesn't tear his shirt open because it's already pretty fucking open than what Chanzi normally does.
I think Rhea also...
How do we help him?
Fucking look at his pockets. Something. Maybe he took something and no one saw. Look if he has anything on him.
All right, he'll start rifling through his pockets, but with a 6, he doesn't find anything.
Fuck, what happened?
Can I take a look at him and try to identify? Does he look like the guy? I forgot his name. Who had taken Dream and then come out of it, and I had kicked his head in.
Make a medicine check.
And I'm gonna use my inspiration for this.
While that happens, ooh, nice.
19.
Nice. You are looking him over. Go ahead.
I was
Rhea,
saying, like,
as Vogue's doing
I
that.
would like take advantage. Not seeing any answers for me here, I would go and speak to Kier and take advantage of the fact that they're rolling around.
Rhea goes back inside. Mina, what are you doing?
I think I wasn't able to tell what is going on, so I think as Vogue is looking him over, I'm just with them and Vogue out there.
Yeah. Rhea disappears inside. Vogue, you're looking him over. He has definitely taken Dream. You watch his eyes flickering under closed lids, as if in REM sleep, even as he continues to mutter about flying things, wanting to fly with them.
He's in the dream.
Oh, fuck.
Rhea's... What the fuck is Rhea's dad's name?
Dad.
Dad! Give me the flask.
I gave him a name, but I don't have it right now.
What are you talking
Flask.
about?
We need the flask.
Roll a persuasion check.
16.
Okay. Fine, here.
And I'll unstopper it and pour it into Shanzi's mouth.
I didn't even make the connections that all these pieces were in the same time. Yeah. So you were asking this, right? What happens when you give someone? Okay. You put the awakening in his mouth, and Chanzi's eyes shoot open.
There's no way that the answer to Dream is fucking awakening, which is coffee. Holy fuck.
And he does roll a natural 1, which because his hand, like, instinctively as his eyes open, they go for that dagger that Rhea was originally sent to get, that he has since gotten, and grabs it and tries to get it into your neck immediately, just as the person over. But your arm just goes up and you stop him.
Whoa, I just saved your life there.
What did you do?
I just brought you back.
No. I was flying with them.
You all saw it. I'll get up and give you straight.
And he kind of like sits up. And Raj is kind of behind him, like, boss, are you all right? I was flying with them. Why did you take me out of that? Back inside, Rhea, what are you doing?
So it's just the Arkokra with the mask and Kier, right?
No, there's a lot of people still in there.
Are there? So how private can
The Aarakocra with the mask is still playing on his stringed instrument.
Is Kier sitting alone?
Plucking it together. Kier's sitting alone.
I think I sit in front of him and I lean towards him. What the fuck is up with that shit-eating grin of yours?
Well, you know, the man's always been good to me. But if he's dead outside, I'm sure I can use that as well.
So, the Master Coup, you want to take over the famine? What's up?
No, nothing like that. It's always the head of the snake that someone goes after with a knife.
Right.
What about you? I heard you owed him a pretty penny. Couldn't you get out of it?
Dealt with, yeah. What are you trying to get at, Kier?
I'm not trying to get at nothing. You came in here to talk to me.
What did you give him?
I've been over here this whole time. Haven't you seen me?
We both know you don't need to be at a certain place to make something happen.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was doing a bit of business with that couple that was here earlier. It turns out they're going to lease a bit of land to me. A farm. Just out yonder that recently become vacant.
You know what? You're right. People usually go for the head of the serpent. Except when they know not to.
The zither player stops playing, puts the zither down, stands up, and walks outside.
You fucked up, Kier. You're gonna fucking pay for that.
I don't know what you mean.
I get up and
I hope the lad's alright.
I get up and I go outside.
Outside, as Chanzi is sitting up now, you see a figure exit the restaurant with a black mask over his face, going over his nose. White feathers. Aarakocra. Black eyes. As a voice says, "Well, what a surprise that some fun came out of it." And he reaches up and takes off this mask that slides down his long beak as he reveals his head, not stork-like, but gray and black marbled, looking almost desiccated. As these just stony black eyes look out.
Featherless?
Featherless head, yes, from like the neck down is all feathers. From the neck up, it's just this like stony black looking skin.
Who are you?
And at this point, Rhea, you try to leave, but this guy's standing in front of the door, so he's like blocking the way out. He just happens to be standing there.
I shove him. I'm pissed right now. Yeah. He's back to me. I don't see the whole scene, so yeah. My first instinct is to shove him.
You kind of push him, and he half turns his head. Desiccated, almost stony-looking skin on the side of his face as he looks over at you.
Fuck! What's wrong with your face? Fucking move! You're in the way.
And he moves to the side and like gestures to let you go down.
Fucking moron.
He'll be alright, Rhea. Look. Brought him back.
I'm sorry, but he will not. And the Aarakocra raises his hand, and arcane energy shoots out at Chanzi, hits him in the chest, goes through Chanzi, hits Raj on the side, who's right behind.
No!
Leaves a hole in the ground, and Chauncey falls over.
Is Raj okay?
Raj is he goes, ah! As he falls down, clutching his side.
No! Matt, you had an NPC that I loved. Why are you doing this?
I wanted to be more delicate than that. I'm sorry you brought me to this point. And he turns and starts walking away.
What are the other famine members doing?
They are frozen.
Me too.
Not even helping Raj. They are just frozen.
I'm helping Raj though. I'm gonna go to his side and like fucking press the wound or whatever I can do.
Ah, fuck!
I'm sorry. Fuck. Do you have bandages? Anything?
You can make a medicine check.
Holy fuck. Mina, help me!
I will try to assist in the medicine.
You can make a medicine at advantage.
Oh! Not 20.
You look at it. This blast took out like the side of Rod. Like it took out a chunk of his side. Maybe a rib or two are like shattered inside of him, the pieces that are left. But it also, whatever it was almost like spotting behind it.
You cut out.
I think
It
Raj
was
should be
kinda
okay. What?
You cut out. It was kind of wet.
It was like it was so hot it cauterized the wound right behind it.
So he's gonna be okay?
He's not in any danger of bleeding out or anything.
Okay. Don't rush. Don't panic. Your side is missing. Alright? That's the bad news. That's the bad news. Good news is you're not bleeding out just yet. So
Yeah, shut the fuck up!
Right! Can we fucking get help, please?
Who the fuck was that guy?
I don't know, but he's gonna pay. For now, I need you to fucking conserve your energy or whatever. Just do the same thing a book character would tell another in the same situation. Because I don't know what to do right now, so I just need you to fucking conserve energy.
Mina, can't you do what you did to Rhea before?
No. No, I can't heal him.
There is a decent crowd around you when this is happening right now. It has obviously drawn attention, being in just the middle of this late at night. One person starts walking up the road, and you recognize her. You all recognize her figure here. Certainly Vogue has had meals with her on more than one occasion, and you notice Fifi Bell, the gnomish woman, the sort of like official for the town that is here, walking up the street very calmly with like a stony expression, and she walks right by this Aarakocra with the rocky face, and she walks over to where all of you are, to where Rhea is helping out Raj, to where the other members of the famine are like standing around, and she spits on Chauncey.
What are you doing?
Understandable.
Parsa will not have his kind here any longer.
I turn to Fifi. Is she trying to like look at famine member, or is it like a race thing?
She's looking all around now and like trying to like garner the attention of the people around, as she says, "This man was seen selling awakening to citizens of Parsa. He has been rightfully sentenced to death by the Mahanaten.
This is a fucking joke.
May the gods have mercy on his. And then she starts walking away, the back the way she
Fifi.
came.
What is that? Your executioner? Just anyone could kill him in the street? No trial?
She turns around and looks at you. Look, this is Parsa. The Mahanaten's will be done. And just keeps walking.
They're fucking brainwashed. What the fuck is going on?
There are no trials in Parsa. You would know that quite well. Your parents' job in the unofficial legal system is to beg people in power to get what they want. People in power just get to decide.
Lobbyists.
But I don't understand. Why would this be?
And go ahead, Mina. Sorry.
No, I think Mina's just like trying to figure. It's just figuring it out as this is all happening.
And Rhea, your dad pulls on your sleeve, and he pulls out the flask and kind of shakes it and goes, "What the fuck do I do with this now?"
Dad, you fucking... I yank it away from it. You give that to me. I don't want you or Mom near this shit ever again. Do you understand me?
Darling, I have a lot to sell back at home.
I'm gonna come collect it tonight. I'm gonna get it out of your house, and I'll figure it out. But you and Mom stay the fuck away from it.
Darling, the new aunties won't like that.
I don't care about the aunties, okay? Dad, did you see what they did to Chauncey? Did you fucking see?
You don't care about aunties.
Dad, my priority is keeping you and Mom alive right now, and this will get you fucking killed in the most terrible way I've ever seen.
Raj starts to stand with other helps of people with the famine, and they leave Chauncey there in the street where he was dropped. Raj turns to you, Mina, and says, "Are you coming?"
Sorry, turns to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
I was confused.
Yeah, no, Rhea, not Mina.
Yeah, I look at my dad one last time, and I'm like, I need you to fucking stockpile it where I can open a window in my old room. I'll sneak in tonight, and I'll sneak it out, okay? I just need you to gather it up in one place, and I'll take care of it, Dad. I'll take care of it. You and Mom stay away from it, and I leave. And I join
then
Raj.
Yeah, as you turn to join them, one other member has recently joined. As Kier the halfling says, "Well, come on, lads. We've got some things to figure out." And as you all make your way back, you're going to pick it up there.
Oh, this is going to be so good.
Beautiful.
There's going to be... We need a new boss. Oh, this is going to be
I think we have a new boss. I think it's pretty clear.
I don't think...
Although I do need to... I would want to rustle that corpse, though. You think that dagger that was aimed for my neck is not ending up in my pocket, Matt? You've got another thing coming.
Well, thank you everyone for watching this evening. This, I don't know, 800th episode. What are we on now?
We're at 9.
9.
Next is the 10th, which is like a birthday
Beautiful.
for
Double
us.
digits.
Next episode is session 10. These players at session 10 will be level
Level 4.
Ooh.
level on up for the next session,
Oh, we're gonna have
which
to
will be
roll
in
then.
2 weeks from today. Oh yeah, if you want to roll, you want to roll for some HP, we can do that.
January 21st, we'll be back with Parsa. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna take the average. Seeing these rolls, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the average.
Reroll a 1.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Oh!
Wow, that's about as
Nice.
good switch
This is
around
better. This is better.
as you can
Nice,
get.
nice.
Yes, not bad.
Right, final roll.
Oh, let's go!
Beautiful.
You needed that. You needed that
I definitely
particularly.
needed that.
Actually, Mina too, since she made her pack thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you'd say
Yeah.
at 14 HP, does that feel great right now?
Yeah.
Felt very
Good job,
very
guys. That was
strong.
great.
Yes.
All right, so on the 21st, we'll see you for Parsa. But next weekend, on the 14th, we will see you for Avatar Legends, where we
Oh,
continue
yeah.
our
Right.
campaign in the Republic City.
The first session of the second half of that campaign.
Of the rest of our lives.
Of the rest of our lives. Well, thank you all for watching. We really appreciate it. I gotta do that thing, right? Hit the follow button. Hit the subscribe button. I don't know where they are on the screen.
I don't know.
Hit all the buttons. Hit all the buttons you
Hit
Yeah,
can.
all the
just-
buttons.
Hit
Just
some
fucking smash
buttons.
everything.
Always press the big red button. You all have a great week. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much.
Bye bye.
Bye.